Should be live. We are live. Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome to Starbase. A game I have been playing now for a couple of days. I thought I would do a bit more of a chill stream. I know yesterday night I did one where I was trying to work out the other editor. And then it hit me. The Labourer, which is the ship that I'm in right now, is just the noob ship. Won't accept easy build at all. I don't know why. It just seems to be utterly broken. Trying to attach easy build pieces to it, you just can't do it. But what if I was to build an entirely new ship? And that does actually appear to be working so far, with a few caveats. In that it's now twisted 90 degrees and I need to really mess around with trying to sort of unstick it. But I have now, because I did spend a fair amount of time actually working on this. So I've unlocked thrusters and I've unlocked the fuel rods, so I can now make my own fuel rods. Which is very good. I can make my own thrusters as well, but you need to do so much pipe work. I did buy a pipe tool and a wire tool from the store, from the auction house, sorry. Just that I had them, I had the cash to do it, so why not? So now, what I am planning on doing is unlocking the tier 1 generators, the small propellant tank and the cockpit modules, and also the hinges and hatches, so I can have some doors. But in order to do that, I need to unlock tech points, and to do that, mining. I have upgraded my ship with some more storage modules. So my plan for this evening, I need to do mining. So just going to go and do a mining trip. It's not going to be a particularly quick one. It's going to be a mining trip while I kind of, consider what I've played of Starbase so far. Generally, I've enjoyed it. Generally, I've had fun. I've never really thought this is boring, this is a drag. Certainly the ship editor, the in-depth one, it's still quite clunky in places. And really they do need to make sure that the easy build is as tight as possible, because when people go and mine their resources and come back, they want to be able to very, very quickly upgrade their ships so that they can then go out and get more. So that they can not only build the ship that they're going to be using in the safe areas, but also build the ships that they're going to be using outside the safe areas. In my head, I'm thinking that really I want 3 ships. I want, I came into this game thinking, oh, I'll just build a sort of a destroyer type of thing which I can use everywhere. But actually, no, that's not. I think the answer to the problem is to actually have 3 ships, in that you have. I love it when ships just go past you, and yeah, he's going so much faster than I am. I'm poodling along in this Labourer, but yeah, I mean you can buy your ships, but I don't want to buy a ship. This is the thing, I don't want to buy a ship. I want to build one. But yeah, my 3 ships. So I'm thinking I need a nippy ship that's got a tractor beam on it and cargo locks, so that it can be a little bit of everything, including helping out new players if they get stuck in the asteroid belts without power cores or something. I will then have that ability to either refuel them or tow them back. That's another one. Sorry, it's just really, really cool just to be flying towards asteroids, and yeah, you can see, I think he's probably in the Labourer as well, because we're about matching the same speed. There's a few that have blasted past us. But yeah, so one that's basically like the AA, one that's a dedicated mining vessel for the safe areas, and then a much more fortified mining vessel for going out into the more wilds. This is mainly because people are going out into the wilds and they're wrecking their only ship, and they can't get it back, which is fine. This is kind of what I would expect, but it's that great old saying from Elite is don't fly what you can't rebuy, and people are basically doing that. They're going out in their labourers out into the Wild West, out into the PvP areas. They're wrecking their ships, and then they're stuffed because they've only got the one ship. So yeah, I'm thinking having something a little bit more like a Q ship for going out into the wilderness. Fast, nippy, well armed, plenty of cargo capacity, so that it can keep up the speed even when it is loaded up. That would probably be an idea. But the ship that I'm working on at the moment is not any of those things, in all honesty. It's an experiment. The ship that I'm working on right now is an experiment, because I want to see what you can do with the easy build and what you can do using the modules available. That's why, if we just go back to this one, that's why I'm going along this line and here, because these two don't give me any easy build modules. They just give me beams and plates, and I'm not interested in those at the moment. I need to concentrate on these ones and that one, because that gives me a door. This one gave me all the control blocks that I will need, but yeah, that's these two are the big ones, and that one, so that will give me the propellant tanks, tank modules as well. From there, let's have a quick look. I've had a bit of a breeze through here. I'd assume there's laser detonators would be quite useful, probably. So the mining laser, that would probably be my next aim for. I don't know what I would like from these is the ability to maybe you could right click or click on it to open this thing up permanently, so you could actually look to see what the various things are that it actually unlocks, because I don't actually know what any of those things are or what they do. Having proper tooltips on these would be very useful, because I don't know what an ore collector is. I would assume it collects ore, but from that I don't really know what else it does. Going down the other side, we've kind of got the YOLOL stuff, which is something that I will probably have to have a look at at some point. We got the generators and the like as well. This is all the tool stuff, so you can craft your own bits and pieces. The energy cells should be down this line as well somewhere. Wait, was it that one? No, it's a small clamp upgrade. Right, explosives. No. Energy cells are down one of these. I don't know where they are specifically, but I would have thought they'd be in there somewhere. Oh, yeah, in Welder. And I think they require some rarer resources or something. Somebody was saying basically what's happened is that actually these are quite expensive to buy at the moment. The energy cells are really quite expensive to buy, so if you need to do that sort of stuff out in the wilderness, you may not be able to. Generally though, all in all, I've been enjoying this. I know people have been marking it, doing their negative reviews and all that. I haven't done a review yet, and I will do one once I'm sure the easy build is working, it'll be a positive review at that point, with a few caveats. Obviously this is an alpha. It is not content complete, and it is not necessarily stable for everyone. Performance, as far as I'm concerned, is quite good. I've had a few crashes where Steam crashes and then that kills the game. They are working on a fix for that, but it's got to be a Steam client update. It's an issue on Steam's end and not on Starbase. But obviously something in Starbase is kicking off Steam to crash, so that's got to be fixed by Valve. So that will come along at some point. Easy build obviously needs to be tightened up. There is a possibility that the labourers that the new starts got from Thursday, which is this one of these, basically they're just balked, and they won't accept easy build modules for some reason. But there is also a known issue with easy build modules not working properly with pre-built ships. So the ships that you buy from stations, the easy build system won't work. You can still modify them, you just won't be able to do it through the easy build system. And as part of the general balkiness of this ship, I am being spammed with this ship has a durability error. I don't know what the problem is. It was something that was caused when I tried to modify it for the first time, and so now I just get spammed with that for the rest of the time until I get rid of this ship, which hopefully won't be too long. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll be in a ship of my own. It probably won't be the finest thing imaginable. Just wondering about the basic one. These. Okay. I think it's got a sliding door and a door that opens sort of outwards, which is the two that I quite like. As well as a whole load of just parts that you can use in general construction. Now, if I'd gone over there, I would have actually hit some asteroids. I think the asteroid belts are being fairly well mined out at the moment, which is to be expected. There's a lot of people all trying to make money and upgrade their ships and the like. But yeah, no, what I see so far is quite good. So yeah, there was the bugs. Yeah, performance is alright. Little bit of hitching, though that does seem to have smoothed out a lot. Load times are really quick, like really quick. Like you click start game and you've loaded into the instance. It might take a little bit of time to finish loading the instance, but you know, you're very, very quick in, which is nice. Here we go. We have hit ore. Yeah, we're definitely seeing signs of people mining, and people may not necessarily know that what you can do with the ore chunks is throw them out of your inventory and then bolt them to the side. I've been doing that a little bit as well. Actually, it's a very good way of getting ore back without, as long as you get the right one. A few times I've, in fact, I'm going to take the laser tool off my hotbar, because I keep doing this. So, oh no, wait, that's the bolter, isn't it? Hold on. That's the cutting tool, pipe tool, cable tool, building tool, welding tool, bolt tool. Alright, so got that on 3. Yeah, so you can, so you harvest your asteroid and you might find something that you don't really want to carry, or maybe you're overburdened or whatever. You can throw the ore chunk out of your inventory and it forms its own cube. Slam that to the side of the ship, bolt it on, and Bob's your uncle. It's actually a very good way of just carrying ore. These asteroid belts are actually getting quite thin. That's, to be fair, not surprising. But yeah, the miners are hard at work to remove all the asteroids out of space at the moment. Unfortunately, you can't bolt entire asteroids to your ship. At least I haven't tried that, but I don't think you can. No, you can't, because they won't connect. Oh god, that wasn't quite what I wanted. Alright, just turn the generator off. Let's just creep forwards a bit more. There we go. Okay, generator off. So let's hook up and go mining. Can use the entire you can mine the entire asteroid, and actually the entire asteroid gives you resources. This stuff is this one, and makes it for making glass. There's another glass one which I need to find. So that I can start making glass. Alright. See if I can get up to this one. There's some things that I found out I can do. So what you can do is move the asteroids closer to your ship, which is quite nice. So you could just literally just grab it and move it. If it's a little bit too far away from your beam, you can literally just grab it and move it. You have to do like that, and then you can sort of grab hold. As long as it's small enough, I think it is, then it will move. I don't know what this one is. I'll do a stack of it. I think that's more of the... Right, so I'm looking for just as much ore as possible. I don't care what it is. Some more of the, a little bit more of the Nergalite stuff, whatever it is, would be nice. Although, actually, no, I've got tons of that. That's fine. It's all the other things that I need. I mean, I might grab a little bit of the Nergalite stuff for just to sell it off, but. Part of the problem at the moment is that sometimes you'll sneak up on these asteroids and they won't actually be asteroids, they'll be bits of ship that people have just sort of tossed overboard. Lots of people throwing their fusion, their cores off. I think that's a little bit, I don't know actually what that is. Let's have a look. Oh no, that's more of the stuff I need. So basically I just want to get a full load of ore, and then, well, we'll see where we are. At that point it may very well just be a sort of a mining stream. A mining and thoughts stream. I'd like to see what that is. It doesn't look like a ship, it doesn't look like a ship piece, I don't know. And it doesn't look like an asteroid either. I don't know what that is. Maybe it may be a ship. Oh yes, it is actually a ship. Okay, it's the ship just going from asteroid to asteroid. Okay, I won't sort of impede on his. I'll kind of go down a bit. Give him a bit of room to manoeuvre. It'll go down here. Just see what we can find. I just need to ram as much ore in this this thing as possible, so I can take it back and then start crafting all these modules. So I've got a fair amount of them unlocked. I just need to actually build the things. Hey Ryan, I'm good. Did you manage to get in the end? Oh. Just got a bit of a chill mining stream today. I love the sounds. I don't know, it just feels big and creaky and old. My origin, I'm down in these ones. It's generally whichever one I'm closest to. I don't really stick to one station or other, but yeah, it's origin 13, 14, I think 11 is around here somewhere as well, 11 and 12. It's that sort of end. But I don't stick to a single, oh god, I'm going into his... yeah, I don't stick to a single area. I just go to whatever station is nearest. Yeah, I'm reasonably nomadic. Because I don't think you really need to have a specific station in this game. There's no real reason to. The auction house and the stations, they use a sort of a global system, so you don't have to always return to station 11 or whatever. They do all just use the same auction house and all that sort of thing. Which is good, you know, it's sort of more along the sort of... I don't really want to mention a Blizzard game at the moment, really, but World of Warcraft did all that sort of stuff so that you would just have the Alliance auction house and the Horde auction house. It's certainly a better way of doing it than to have specific, you know, station-specific services. And it means I can go anywhere I like, which is good, as my sense of direction is appalling. Plus, because I've added so much weight on the ship, it's pitching up when I move. So if I'm doing a full load, navigation can be a little bit unreliable. At least that's my excuse. There's one type of ore which I've not been able to find, and it's apparently just for glass. And I expect it's going to be deeper into the belt. Ah, yes. Because if you go too far away, you don't get... you can't get a tow. I've heard of that. I've not been... not gone that far out. But, okay, that's good to know. I'm aiming to have quite a few ships anyway, so I shouldn't really need to worry about sort of insurance transfers and the like, because it's just a case of, well, you know, I've killed a ship. Oh well. I'll just make a new Q ship to go out into the wilderness. It's a very square-looking asteroid, that. Oh, it's got loot. That's got loot. Just hoof it. Right, turn that off. Let's get that out there. So much good ore. There's certainly a point in this game when I started this and thought, well, this is so much ore and I'm never going to use all of this. Actually, no, you go through it quite... I probably shouldn't have just started selling all my ore, really. I kind of had this thought that I'd buy a ship and then realised that actually, you know, I sort of looked at the ships and thought, none of these do what I want them to. And, you know, I'm not going to say you shouldn't buy ships, because that's just not... It's not feasible. There's, you know, not everyone wants to... you know, not everyone wants to just kind of sit in the labour until they've built their own, you know, vessel that they kind of feel happy with. You know, it's perfectly fine. But for me, anyway, I don't really want to fly somebody else's ship. I want to fly my own. Even if my own is horrible... at least I can say, yes, this is a thing that I have built and it's dreadful. You know, it's very much sort of the Stationeers like thing of, you know, I've managed to pressurise my base with hydrogen. Well done, me. You know, it's nobody else's fault. It's just mine. Oh God. There are some nice ships, pre-built. But there was one that I saw, and it was like based on Star Wars pod racer thing, and it was like, as soon as I saw that it was Star Wars, nope, I'm walking away. I don't care. Those films are boring. Yes, I went there. Oh God, that sucks. Lost as in it's exploded, or lost as in the game's decided to say, oh yeah, by the way, you don't have a ship anymore. Ah, damn it. That is sucky, because at least if it was, you know, okay, my ship's exploded, oh well, sort of thing, it's a case of, okay, that's something that I've done, that was my sort of thing. But when it's a bug, it can be a bit sore. You know, I know how that can feel, because it wasn't really your fault. But I've heard that you can just redo the tutorial and yes, easy build. So I've heard, and it doesn't work anymore. Right? Yeah. I've heard the bought ships don't work with easy build at all, and there can be some rather nasty issues there. But and I think the original labourers might have problems with it as well. You can get yourself a new labourer if you redo. I think it's part of the tutorial. If you do like the fourth one, the repair one, you can get yourself a new labourer. Oh God. I think I might be at the stage where I need to start bolting things to the outside of my ship. Oh, right, yes. Yeah, I saw that message that basically said if you bought a ship, stay well clear of easy build. If you do F1, hopefully they would be able to refund that ship for you. They seem to be quite good at doing refunds. God, get on. Yeah, it's... Oh, you got the... Okay. You bought yourself a nice ship. I was tempted, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. Hopefully they'll get back to you quite quickly, and just sort of... It's just a bit sucky when that happens, you know. Hopefully those issues will be fixed soon. They seem to be quite, on the ball with getting these things sorted out. I mean, they did a hotfix this morning, which is generally unheard of. Even when releases go bad, generally the devs may not necessarily release things on the weekend because it's got to be tested to make sure it doesn't break the game even more. I mean, what you can do the ship designer stuff as well. That's rather interesting. I did a stream of that yesterday. But you can design and build your own ships through the other ship build system without needing to do any research. It's just resources that you will need, but when you're actually just designing it, you don't need resources or anything. You just kind of build and save, and it's kind of like a big sort of... It's almost like using Blender, I guess. Little bit less intuitive, admittedly, but yeah, I mean, it was okay while I was using it. Oh, yeah, I've got some of this. This will probably be my last asteroid, and then I'll head back. So I'm having to bolt a lot to the ship. Nice. Ah, you've already started digging into it. I think the problem I had with the editor was what I would want. It's not particularly very precise in places, which is terrifying because it's actually an editor that requires you to be quite precise at the same time. I don't know. It's just a little wonky. But then again, it's not had loads of people reporting on the problems yet. This is the first time that it will really have had that push. Which is good, I would say, the more feedback that they get on this game, the better it's going to be. I'm heading towards Origin 12 for now. I need to nip off for just 1 second, so I'll just basically leave it on autopilot, and I will be back any second. Yeah, it wasn't long. Just needed to top up my drink. Oh. Oh no. Oh, it wasn't out of core, was it? Oh god. Oh god, yeah. No, that's not gonna be a good fix. An easy fix. Well, it's the game teaching you. It's the game forcing you to learn about cabling. There are cable tools on the auction house. I picked up a cable and a pipe tool because it's like, I've got the cash, I'm just going to buy them now. I'll need them at some point eventually anyway. So yeah, I thought I'd just go and do that. Yeah. I will be doing some easy build when I get back to the station, but I've not bought myself a pre-built. I'm doing one from scratch, and it does appear to be working. It's just a little wonky, as in, so I don't seem to be able to pick up pieces that I place. So if I place something down incorrectly, I can't actually pick it up again, which is a bit not great. But that's stuff that you can just fix in post. But the really weird one was, so I placed everything down on the deck, as you do. It was all a bit skew, but it was down. Then I reloaded it. I went back to it, and it loaded in at 90 degrees, facing down, I think. Well, yeah. When we get back to the station, you'll be able to see out the nightmare that is my easy build ship, because I need to basically mag clamp onto the ship at 90 degrees in order to be able to build on it. It's not very easy, this easy build, but it was, from the sounds of things, rushed in a little. I can give the game a bit of slack because obviously it is quite early. It's an alpha still, so not feature complete and not bug free. Yeah, they well, the thing is, also, you just kind of forget. I think this ship has durability error. I don't know how to fix that. They did used to have a system message that would be going on to say, if you've bought a ship, do not go anywhere near easy build. But you forget. That's the thing. It's just like, oh yeah, I can just land in there and shove some modules on or do whatever I need to do in there. It's fine. And then it's just something that just needs to be fixed. But hopefully soon. They are working hard on it. So yeah, I like it. I like this game. It's, I don't know, it's like Elite Dangerous in a weird way. You know, I'm flying through space in a spaceship, going from point A to point B. And there's nothing to really do necessarily between these points. But that's alright, because, you know, the sound design is nice. The ship creaks and aches as it accelerates. And then it's just silent, and then you just got the music over the top. And it's peaceful, it's quite serene. And I'm just flying through this gas cloud. Which people have complained about it. Oh, it's too blue. Yeah, you're flying through a gas cloud. What do you expect? And then every so often you just get this little thing. Ah! Oh, thank you for that. Settings... Game... Sorry. Gameplay... ships and safe zones. Show warning... yes, that's fine, because this ship is just broken and I don't really care about it too much. Thank you for that, because I was just being spammed by that, and I didn't know that option existed. Obviously, and you know, when I'm thinking about PvE, oh, it's not PvE because this game's not got PvE. But when I'm thinking about going out into the danger zones, or basically turning that message back on. But thank you for that. That's been driving me mad, because I think they need to have a bit of a thing where that message doesn't appear unless you're in an unsafe zone. Because that's just going to tear my ship apart. I don't know if I've put too much weight on it or what, but I suspect everybody's is going to be suffering from the same thing as soon as they go out into the PvP areas, unless they've built their ship properly. If they're just in a labourer, then they're just going to tear their ships to pieces. Almost there. Yeah, all my ideas of like adding another engine and all that onto here, it's just a case of no, I'm just gonna build a new ship, because this thing's junk. I mean, it's nice junk, but it's just junk, really. I was tempted by there's like a ship with like a tractor beam on it. I was tempted by that one, and there's like it's basically like the 100,000 credit ships, the big ones. I was tempted by some of them, but I don't know. It just kind of goes back to what I was saying before. It's sort of, I'd be flying someone else's ship at that point. It wouldn't be something that I'd put together. Even this, in its sort of Frankenstein state, you know, it's still sort of my own personal hell, essentially. It's, it's Frankenstein's monster of a ship, just kind of poodling along, hauling back ore that's been bolted to the side. Where did I? Oh yeah, I put it down the back, didn't I? Oh, I did work out that there is actually no way of doing a speedometer in this. I can do like thrust. I can show what my thrust is, but I've not set that up yet. Partly because I don't really want to do it on this ship, because I'm going to be resigning this to, well, not to a graveyard. I'll keep hold of it, but because it'll make a useful ship for when one of my ship inevitably drifts into a danger zone or something or other. I don't know, gets burnt up by a sun or just explodes. It'll be a useful little run around, I think, but for the most part, once I've got my ship built, my first ship built, then this will be resigned to the scrapyard, I guess, or the great, I don't know, the hidden area where all my ships will just sort of sit and eventually just rust away. Yeah. Oh, body durability. I think that's the what. I think it was that. Top left. Yeah. Yes, this one. Yeah, I couldn't work out where all the things were basically broken, and so I just never bothered in the end. Because you can do all of this. I think part of the problem is that the game thinks that it's got part of a frame bolted to the top when it doesn't. I think I might have broken the ship myself a bit, and I couldn't work out how to undo it, so I just decided I'm not going to bother even bothering trying to fix it, because this ship is just, it's too broken at this point. I did notice that it's missing an awful lot of bolts, and I have been round and I have re-bolted everything to the frame. I noticed that an awful lot of the bolting hadn't actually been done at all, which was a bit odd. So I've auto-bolted all of this on, just to make sure that it was all on, and that did seem to fix some of the problems, but I don't know. For the moment, this it's doing its job, and if I can get rid of the warning messages, then that's a fine patch for the moment. And as soon as I can, I'm getting rid of this ship, or not getting rid of it. I'm putting it to one dusty corner of my garage, and probably never looking at it again unless I absolutely have to. Oh god, ship's waning. I'll tell you what though, it's a wonderful feeling when you unlock the ability to make tier 1 generator fuel rods. As part of the hotfix this morning, the research for that has been brought right down. I can't remember what it is now, but it's actually a lot cheaper. So you can actually keep your ship going as opposed to relying on the auction house. So the auction house, people are starting to sell empty fuel rods, but because it's not particularly clear as to if it's empty or full, there's a whole load of empties on the auction house, and yeah, it's a bit sucky, that one. almost there. I can see it. Yes, you can, but only once you've unlocked the tech, which I've done. Yeah, that just basically... Actually, do you need that one? Can't really remember if that... In any case, yeah, I've... But it was just that sort of annoying moment of I need to buy a fuel core, because I didn't have the nucleum stuff at the time, so I just wanted to grab a core just so I had one spare, and bought an empty one because there's loads of empties on the auction house, which is kind of understandable on the basis that loads of people have empties and they want to get rid of them, but they don't want to just leave them as space junk, so they stick them on the auction house because they can't get rid of them any other way. But it's just not great when all you want to buy is just a core to keep you going, because I always like to have one core on the ship just in case, or one spare core on the ship just in case. Alright. And yeah, you've just got an auction house that's full of empties at the moment, which is not great. I'm definitely going to need lots of those cores when looking at starting to move out of the sector. There's moons out there apparently, and it take about 48 hours of in-game time to get there, or sort of real-world time to get there. So that's going to be a little bit of a trek. That's going to need a sort of my PvP style mining destroyer autocrafter type thing. I don't know. I don't know quite where I'm going to be going with that one yet, but one step at a time. Mining ship first. Actually, that mining laser one, does that unlock a... No, it just unlocks the mining laser, okay. Right. I think I probably should try and get the generators next, and then the cockpit modules, and then the propellant tank. I won't be able to move without all of those ones, and then possibly... I might get the door one first, actually, because I would quite like to get the outside generally built. I can't remember. In all honesty, oh yeah, Iron Phoenix. It's just, yeah, it just pops up whenever I open this thing anyway, so it's just there. No, generally I just ignore the chat unless it's something that I can help with, really. Though people don't really talk too much, I have to say. Well, there's the occasional person who's screaming about how awful the game is, and it's like, oh, for God's sake, it's an alpha. What do you expect? Yeah, there is a difference, I think, between constructive criticism and what some people are going down the line with. Report all the bugs. Press F1, get them reported. Get your crash reports in and all that. Yeah, I don't know why people are complaining about this game so much. I mean, it's not like it's Starforge, or was it Air Control? That's the dreaded easy build tool, which I will be aiming towards. Oh, I can unload my stuff. That might give me a bit of speed. I don't know if weight is linked to speed. Yeah, it's one of those things where, because it's in an alpha state, you can give it a little bit of slack, but not so much slack that you don't report issues. It's just be constructive, give them all the information that you can give, and they'll fix it, they'll improve on it. There's a lot of content here, I think, and obviously they do want to add more. But with what we have available, there's a lot of content here for shipbuilders to just basically build ships. We just kind of need to be given the ability to play the game to do that, and then find the issues and then report them. And yeah, they'll make it better. They'll fix the issues. They'll probably give I highly expect that they'll give you your sort your ship out, because they understand that there are problems. And they'll get this, they'll get this fixed. They will get that fixed. So when it works, it's actually a very good system. You just plump your modules. You just build your modules and plump them down in, the area. And then, presumably, there's very little wiring up needed. So you can basically just go and mine, or go to the auction house and buy a load of stuff, and then just build a ship. And it just seems like it's a good thing. I think this will be a good thing, and then you can have the other editor, wherever it is, that one. Yeah, that one for if you want to build something a little bit more personalised, I guess. I wish people would clean up their modules. I mean, I could grab it, but I can't be bothered at the moment. Sometimes I grab them and refurbish them, and then just kind of throw them to one side so that somebody can have a free refurbished one. But there's a lot of loose ship parts. All right, I'll it's almost, my hour is almost up now. I will show you my nightmare. So so this will be my ship when it's done. When this will be my ship when I'm, when it's ready to move out the hangar, when it loads. Wait, did I load up the right one? I don't think I did. No, I didn't load up the right one. There we go. So this is what I've got to work with at the moment. This was facing this when I started placing it down. It was facing this way with the thrusters at the back, So and it was lying flat. So I'm not completely certain now why it spawns like that. And I can, I can lock to the side, and I can walk around on it. I can build from here. That's fine. But I mean, come on. It's just, why would you then decide to go from something lying flat to that? But it still works. Let's go to K. Let's see what we can build. Build a couple of these pieces. So, in case you were wondering, that these thrusters, these thrusters should be pointing, at the very least, these thrusters should be pointing that way, and yes, it is very much it's directionally challenged, I think is the term. Oh god. But yeah, the auto build does still work some of the time when it wants to behave. There we go. And then I can hit E, and then the module's been placed. So the auto build does work. But did I build two of those, or did I only build one of those? No, I only built one of those, and I built one of these. That's fine. And I've got I've got these pieces I built. I'm not actually able to use them yet, and I can't sell them at all. So they just now live in my inventory forever. None of these things have energy cores now, because the energy cores all vanished. But I'm still enjoying the game. This is the thing. It's just like, okay, this is absolutely ridiculous that my ship is there, but I don't care. This is the thing. I don't care that it's like that. Yeah, sure, it's a bit annoying, but so what? It's just a little bit ridiculous. It's all. So anyway, yeah. I mean, once the ship is actually built, it'll be I'll put a cockpit up this side. I've got a resource nodule at the bottom, so I can just hook to that. So yeah, cockpit will be out this side, and then I don't know, might hang like the engines down from the top. It's one of those games where you don't really have an up. Up is just whichever way you are. So you can just kind of lock to the side, and now that's your up. So oh god, now all the things are happening. But yeah, no, easy build does work. It's just a case of grabbing the materials and doing it. It's just that it won't work with obviously your ship, all the sort of the pre-built ships, and the labourer it refuses to. It can really break the labourer. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how well this works when it's actually finished. Yeah, but anyway, I think I'm going to vacate here now. So I usually only stream for an hour. So, and especially as I'm not going to be doing much else apart from now just going out and getting more stuff. Wondering what I know these are low loaded, so these haven't loaded in yet, but I'm just wondering, what are these pieces? Oh right, yeah, they're just frame pieces. My second question is, why is this here? what ship is this falling off, and do you think that they might need it at some point? Oh, and somebody's power core, which is empty. Yes. Anyway, I'm going to vacate here now. So yeah, no. I hope you get your ship back. You know, but yeah, I hope whoever has watched it now or later, they enjoy it. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you